friends, welcome back to the channel. Happy Tuesday evening to you. I hope you are well. I hope you're having a fantastic week so far, and I hope the weather is as nice by you as it has been here by me. Now, last night we did get some rain. Nothing too crazy. It was supposed to be a lot worse than it turned out to be, but I know that there's quite a few people down in the central states of the region right now that were getting hit pretty hard. So I am thinking about you, and hopefully none of our subscribers have been affected by that, I'm hoping. But anyway, welcome back to the channel, guys. Thanks so much for joining us. Thank you so much for our members for joining me yesterday for our members only series. We had such a great time. We got to meet a couple of the new members, hang out with them. Katie from Greenland Quilter ended up popping into our Zoom call just before we were heading out, so it was good to see her. She got to meet Mama Joyce in person, so that was kind of fun as well. But tonight we are going to be working on our Twisted Dreams project. Of course, tonight is called Twisted Tuesday because we're working on our Twisted Dreams project. This is another block of the month program that I signed up for through Stitching Haven. The pattern is available for purchase if you're interested, but I will tell you it is a little bit pricey. The last time I saw it, it was like almost $30 for the pattern, which seems a little ridiculous. And it's a little bit hard to read, honestly. If I'm being honest, it's a little challenging to read. I'm not super thrilled with it, but it's okay. We're going to work through it anyway. So tonight we're going to be working on our month 4, which is just 2 little pieces, 2 little colors, and then we're going to get started on our month 5. I do have the pieces already cut up for month 5, and in fact, I just got month 6 just before dinner tonight. So we're going to be all ready to go with month 5 when that is ready, when it's time. But that's what we're going to be working on tonight. Obviously, you know, we are joined by our furry friends. Addison is actually laying over there in the bed tonight. I'm not really sure. Oh, Ivy's over here. She's under the bed. She's under the table over here. So I'm sure that, see, there she is. Hi, baby. Yeah, it's not time yet. I'll let you know, but it's not time yet. She's so sweet. We'll say hello to our fur baby friends in just a little bit. But first, let me hop into chat and say hello to you guys in chat. But before I get started with that, I wanted to point out a couple of things real quick that I'm sure you guys have already noticed right off the bat. If you know me, then you know that this is not my regular iron. My purple Panasonic cordless iron bit to dust. It was working fine for our live stream on Sunday, and then I was trying to do some stuff with it Sunday afternoon before I started to get really sick, and it wouldn't turn off. The power on it wouldn't turn off, but it also wouldn't get warm either. So I tried a bunch of things to try and get it to work, and it just stopped working entirely. So it's really unfortunate. I was really upset about it. And so I did order another one. Was lucky enough to find another one on eBay. The purple Panasonics, this is the 600 series. The purple ones are discontinued. They're now in like 700 or 800 series now. So I was able to find one on eBay. We'll see what happens with it. It's still less expensive than buying a brand new one. So we'll give it a go. We'll see if it works. If it doesn't work out, though, then I may end up actually biting the bullet and buying a brand new one. For the channel. We'll have to wait and see how things go. So right now I am using my full size. The cordless one is almost full size. It's not quite full size. It's just a little bit smaller than full size. But I am actually using my full size corded iron right now. Black & Decker digital. I don't know. I've had it for quite a while. It gets really hot. But I am using that tonight. The other thing is I've noticed that as I've been cutting fabric, I've been getting these weird cuts on it, and I was getting really frustrated with it, and things just weren't cutting right. I thought it was the wheel, I thought it was the blade, things like that. Turns out it's actually the mat. It turns out my mat was just so old, and it just had so many cuts in it that the blade was going into those cuts as opposed to where I wanted it to go. So I did recycle that one. I've upcycled it to Mr. Wizard. He is now going to be using that. It's a little bit big for what he wants, but he's going to actually be able to cut it into smaller pieces to be able to use it for what he needs. And I have purchased a new one. So my new one is here, and it is so much better. Already it is. I see a huge difference. So if you guys are struggling with cutting your fabrics and you changed your blades and you change this and you change that, and you still can't figure it out, I recommend maybe looking into your mat and guessing as to how old that might be, and maybe changing it out. I found out the one I had was 4 years old, and this is one of those self-healing ones. supposedly self-healing ones that's got the triple layer. But they all wear out eventually, and with as many projects as we do here on the channel, and as much as I use it, it kind of doesn't surprise me that it was time for it to go. So, like I said, I've recycled it. I've given it to Mr. Wizard. He's going to use it for his projects, which he's used my other ones before when I've bought new ones. So he's used those. So it's good that I'm able to do that. So I do have another new mat in here as well. So I'm hoping that that helps as well. But anyway, let me go ahead. So those are the couple of things that are just kind of different from since the last time you saw me on Sunday. But let me hop into chat, say hello to everybody there, and then we can get started with our Twisted Tuesday project. Let me know what you guys are up to today, how your week is going, how your weekend is going, how things are going for you. No, that's not right. This says Streamlabs is the first person in chat. That's not right. Let me try refreshing. No, it says top chat again. Top chat. Well, let me try this again. Nope, that's not true. Oops. I believe Linda Dutton was probably the first person in chat. Maybe, maybe not. I'm sorry if she wasn't. Yeah, I've lost chat again. I hate it when it does that on me. It resets on me, and then I can't see who the actual first person was. So I think Linda Dutton was the very first person in chat. So good evening, Linda. Thank you so much for joining me. I know Carrie Leonard was also in there as well. So Carrie, good evening. Thank you so much for being there as well. I'm sorry, I don't know exactly which one of you was first because my screens have reset and it won't tell me. So Lucas is in the house. Good evening, bud. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate you hanging out with us this evening. Sandra K is also here. Good evening, Sandra. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you also. Who else is here tonight? Let's see. Just a minute. Linda, good evening. Thank you so much for being here. Irish Lady Linda is also here. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I appreciate that. Jess, good evening. Hello. She says, hi, Danny. Hi, Jess. Good evening. Welcome back to the channel. Thanks so much for being here. Wrigley, can't you just lay where we put it? Wrigley! Such a diva. I swear. No, just lay in it. Just leave it there and lay in it. She has to move it. She usually has to pull it into the center of the room. She's just a weirdo. Hi, baby. Yes, I see you. Yes, hi. Hi, baby. Yes, hi. You gotta wait a minute though. I'm saying hello to our friends first. This is how we do things here. We say hello to our friends first, then we get treats. You think that this is their first day? It's the other thing that sucks is this iron goes off all the time, so I have to keep turning it back on, which is one of the reasons that I can't stand it. Mary, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. I'm a mess today. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate you hanging out with us tonight. Oh, damn. What the hell? What the hell? Hang on. Linda Denton is here. Good evening, Linda. Thank you so much for being here again. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. Raven, good evening. She says, hello, Danny and the puppies. Hello, Raven. Thanks so much for being here. And thank you for being a member of the channel as well. I really appreciate that. Welcome back. So great to see you. Rita, hello. It's so great to see you. Hi, Rita. Thank you so much for being here. It was great chatting with you last night. I appreciated you hanging out with us. Lucas says, welcome, Raven. Time to lose your thimbles. Round one fight. Too funny. You guys are too funny. Let's see. Mary H. I think I said hello to you, but just in case. What was that? Mortal Kombat round one? Yeah. Patty, good evening. She says, I have a package ready to be mailed. When I get to the post office, I'll email you the tracking number. What are you sending me, Patty? Why, thank you. Whatever it is, thank you very much for it. You absolutely do not need to send it to me, but I appreciate it. Whatever it is, thank you. Mortal Kombat, I remember that. Finish. Yeah, that's funny. Gosh, that's how old I am. Jeez. Anyway, I think I've gotten everybody. I think I said hello to everybody. Sorry, my chat's been all weird today. If I missed you, I am so sorry. Again, chat is being weird on me, so I truly, truly appreciate. Yes, it is. It's Wrigley's birthday. It It is Wrigley's birthday. Yes, Tony, it is Wrigley's birthday. Hi, Tony. Um, it's a surprise. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, I'm excited for it now. Now I'm really excited. Now you've just teased me. But anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us today. We have to say hello to our four-legged friends before they start making me absolutely crazy. Um, so let's do that. Rita says, "Oh wow, I have thimbles! Yay!" Wrigley first. Wrigley turns 9 tomorrow. Then tomorrow is Wrigley's birthday. Ivy next. Addison. Yep. Wrigley is actually a year younger than Addison. Addison is the oldest. Addison will actually be 10 in June. Wrigley will be 9 tomorrow. Ivy is 6. She will be 7 in November, October. I don't remember now. No, Wrigley's turn. I don't remember who I gave what to because I was talking and not paying attention. So Benji gets one more and that's it. Benji, take it nice, please. Take it nice. Benji is getting his hair cut on Friday. We are all terrified because we're pretty sure he's going to have to be shaved because his ears are completely matted. His chest, I told you guys from the having to wear the harness from his surgery, that his chest is all matted. We've been trying to brush it out, but it's not really working. So we're pretty sure that they're going to have to cut him short like Addie. And, you know, it is what it is. It's fine. We understand it. We've lived through that before, but I'm going to miss his fluffy hair. But so you guys will get to see him on Sunday, see what his haircut looks like. But yeah, he's going in for his first haircut, at least first haircut with us. I'm not sure if his previous owners took him for a haircut or not. But yeah, he's going in for his first haircut on Friday, and we're really upset about it. We're really, really upset about it. Anyway, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Again, I can't tell you how much grateful I am. So let's go ahead and get started with tonight's project. So tonight's project is just one row all the way around. If you guys remember, this is what we're working on. Let me show you the whole thing. Oh, please. So this is what the whole quilt looks like. Okay. And we have got this piece here together. This section here, up through this color here. What we're going to be working on is this green line. I know you guys can't see this, but we're working on this green line tonight. And then I also have cut and ready to go the this flying geese border here. So I'm hoping to get started on that because that one's going to take a while. That one might end up being a 2 live stream thing. We'll have to wait and see. But that's what we're going to be working on tonight. So let me know what you guys are working on tonight. How are things going with you? Rita says, this is like my 2 little dogs are 8 and 10. My 3 puppies are going to be 2 this October, but they have another 3 years of growing. Aw, poor babies. Poor babies. Yes. So first things first, we've got to do some half square triangles. So let's go ahead and get those started. I did check with Mama Joyce before the live stream, and she's been sewing all day long. She's been working on this project that's going to be the death of her. So she was all sewn out, is what she said to me. So she is not joining us tonight. Hang on, I do have to. Yeah, I need 4, so I have to do up and down. Okay. For a second there, I was like, what am I doing? So I got to do some half square triangles here, so let's go ahead and get those done. So I'm doing a stitch and slip. I drew a line down the center, and then I'm just going to sew a 1/4 inch seam all the way around. Jess says, sewing on a dress now, quilt tonight while hanging out. Awesome. Awesome. This weekend I will be attending the Fiber and Fabric Show in Rosemont. Not that I'm sure anyone is anywhere close to there right now, but that's where I will be on Friday. Mama Joyce and I are going with my aunts. We're going to be attending the show. I'm hoping to get over to the Brother and Juki booths to try and maybe test drive the 2 machines that I'm trying to decide between. And I'm also hoping that maybe they're offering some deals. So who knows? I might end up with a new sewing machine by the time I come home. We'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see. I just cooked up a mess of more mushrooms. Yummy. Ooh, Patty, that sounds yummy. Hey, wait, what? Hey, you play nice. Wrigley, you play nice. She's a bully. Wrigley's a bully. She does not like. You play nice, or I'm going to have to call Daddy in here. Mr. Wizard is spending some time in his studio tonight. He is working on Lucas's project, maybe, or no, I think he's waiting for paint. I think he's ordered paint for Lucas's project, and he's waiting for that. So that'll be coming. Hey, now, no kicking. No kicking in chat. No kicking. That's funny, though. Unless it's the bot. You can kick the bot. That's fine. That's fine. So, yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and get these sliced and diced. And then ironed up. I'm going to iron them open. Oh. So yeah, so my iron bit the dust, which is really upsetting, but at the same time, it's kind of not surprising either with as much as I've used it over the years. And I've always heard that the cordless ones don't last as long as the corded ones. And you got to remember that I bought mine used to start with. Like the purple ones they don't make them anymore. So I bought it used to begin with. So, all right, I need to trim these up to 2-inch. So it's, it's definitely lived its life, that's for sure. We're doing 2-inch, so. You come down here. He is a tall guy. He is a tall guy, that is for sure. For sure. Lucas is a tall guy, that's for sure. Oh, hang on. That says 1.5-inch finished. No, I need 2-inch finished. Shit. Wait. Oh, maybe not. Oh, I'm okay. I'm okay. Whew. I was like, what just happened here? Hang on. Let's see. 1, 2. Oh, I got it. I got you. Okay. I'm following now. 1.5 because of the. Okay. I'm an idiot. Never mind. I swear to. I swear my brain is completely fried today. It just is not functioning at all today. It just does not want to work today at all. All right. Not a fish. Snorkel around life down here? Oh my. Oh, are you flooded? Are you guys badly flooded over there? Lucas, how bad's the river by you? Is it pretty bad? You guys have been getting a lot of rain over there. The good news is you're on the 3rd floor, so, you don't have to worry about water in the apartment. So that's good. You just got to worry about, coming down from it. So I'm trimming these up to 2-inch blocks now. They have you make them much bigger than they need to be. And then you got to trim them down. So we're going to use our half square triangle ruler to trim them down. Makes quick work of it. Really quick work of it. There's chloroform on the other end. Oh my. Oh my. What is everybody else working on? I didn't see a whole lot of people working on stuff. The river is not terrible. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. Our river, we're close to a river too. We're much higher than the river, so we really don't need to worry about any type of flooding from the river. But it has been a little on the higher side. We're kind of used to flood range, though. Right, yeah, you're further north, yeah. Yep. All right. Just about done here. Got one more, and then we can iron them up, and then we can go out and going. I didn't think that this 1 month was going to be a whole lot of content because I think it's going to go pretty quickly, and that's kind of one of the reasons why I pushed it off. I kind of switched around my schedule a little bit. Plus, I wanted the schools project to kind of be a little bit closer to the beginning of the month instead of the end of the month. That way, hopefully, we can finish the wall hanging project and enjoy it for the month, as opposed to not really being able to enjoy it till the next month. So I kind of shuffled some things around a little bit. There we go. Let me pick this up here. Anyway, that is enough trimming for right now. There we go. All right. All right. Now I can face you guys here for a minute. Did the iron go off again? Yeah, it went off again. Oh, when is the other one coming? I already miss it. I wanted to apologize to you guys for not being able to attend our Peace of Mind Mending Pieces series with Katie on Sunday. After our live stream ended, I was in here cutting fabric and doing some things, and I just started to feel really crummy. And then I got really sick. Like, I don't think it was food poisoning because I didn't really eat anything out. I only ate what I cooked myself, so I don't think it was food poisoning. I think it was just some type of 24-hour thing. But yeah, I was really worried that I was going to get sick on camera. I'm like, I waited till the very last minute to tell Katie and Myra that I wasn't feeling well because I was really hoping like that I was going to be okay, that I was going to feel better, and it just didn't work out. So I do apologize. I know there was quite a few of you that were looking forward to that. A couple of people actually reached out to Katie because they were having some struggles, and they were disappointed that we weren't doing the series because they could have really used our help with some things, and so I felt really bad about that. I completely understand why Katie canceled it. It's our series, the three of us, and so we kind of feed off of each other's energy. We each bring something to the table. Um, so I felt bad, but I felt even worse. If that makes any sense. All right. So let's just get these ironed open. Real quick, I'm gonna move this out of the way. There we go. That's a little bit better. So yeah, so sorry about that, guys. I feel bad. And it came on so quick, like it was just crazy. And then I was not feeling great till probably 2 or 3 in the morning, and then I was finally able to fall asleep about three o'clock in the morning, and I got up to go to work the next morning. But yeah, it wasn't fun. It was not fun at all. Um, excuse me. Anyway, This iron is so big. I made a comment yesterday on our live stream for members only that it's so weird working with an iron that doesn't make any noise. And Mama Joyce is like, make any noise? Why does your iron make noises? And I'm like, when you pick it up, you know, when I pick up the one, it like disconnects from the trigger, and so it makes this noise. And I've heard that noise for 4 or 5 years now, and now all of a sudden I don't hear it. So, hi Susie, good evening. She says, hello everyone. Cookies have been cooked. Time for my butt to warm the couch for a bit. Fair enough. Fair enough. What kind of cookies did you make? And was there a special reason that you made this cookie, Susie, or did you just make them because you like cookies? Um, were they for something special, or just because you like making cookies? Last one here. There we go. All right, we'll let that sit and cool for just a second. And now all we have to do is sew up these pieces to make our strips, our borders for this our quilt top. So yeah, this one I knew this one was going to go together really quickly, and I knew it wasn't going to take long at all. So that's why I'm really glad that we were able to. And Zag biscuits. So I had to replace. Oh my. What is that? I'm assuming that's Big Military Remembrance Days. Thank you. Yes, I was going to ask what that was. Oh, gotcha. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, so let's go ahead and get these started now. So here's 4. We've got to attach these half square triangles to either side of these 4. So I'm going to do let's go ahead here. Like this. 2, 3, 4. Okay, let's go ahead and get these on here. Alright, so half square triangles being added. Okay, and then this one. Alright. Originally banked and sent over to the troops for World War I. Oh wow, I had no idea. That's really neat that you do things like that to celebrate that. That's really neat. I totally mucked this up, didn't I? Yep. Yep, there's no way to fix that one. Did I do them all that way? Don't tell me I did them all that way. Rats! I did them all that way. Darn it. This better not be a repeat of last night. Last night, Mama Joyce and I had to pull our seam ripper out like hundreds of times because we just could not seem to get anything to go together the way it was supposed to. So I'm really hoping that tonight is not a repeat of last night, but we'll have to wait and see, I guess. Oh, that's my reminder to take my medicine. That's really neat, Susie. Thank you for teaching us a little bit about that. I'm always fascinated or interested in other people's holidays and their cultures and things like that. I'm kind of one of those people that's always learning about it because I find it fascinating. I don't know if you guys can hear the barking in the background. I do apologize. Benji and Wrigley are barking in the background. I know Ivy's getting in on it. I don't know what they're barking at. I don't know. Who knows? Okay. All right, let's try this again, shall we? So frustrating. Yep, I had the pieces lying the wrong way. Darn it. Darn it. Let's try it one more time. Okay, triple check. Okay. This way. This way. We need to go this way. Well, Patty, I don't know what you're going to send me, but I'm really excited about it. Whatever it is, you definitely don't need to, but I appreciate it nonetheless. All right, let's try this again. Sandra, you know what it is? Well, don't tell me. I do love surprises. Surprises they're one of my favorite things. Some people I know really hate surprises, but not me. I actually really like them. So I was never one of those kids that wanted to open up their Christmas presents early. I never wanted to peek. I always wanted to wait, to experience the surprise, Just, yes, okay. This time you're right. I was never one of those kids. My sister was. Oh my gosh, my sister was. My mom couldn't even hide him in the house. She had to hide him at my grandma's house. Because my sister would definitely find them. I'm not telling, although a few know what it is. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm excited. Really excited. Well, whatever it is, Patty, I'm sure I will love it, and I'm appreciating it already. So thank you. I love getting happy mail. Oh boy. Cutting the tape? Yeah, no, not me. Not me. My sister was one of those too, cutting the tape and trying to rewrap it. Yeah, I was not one of those. I was not one of those. I don't know what they're barking at. They're barking at something. Probably a squirrel. Although I haven't seen any squirrels yet. Who knows? Who knows? That Benjamin, he barks at everything. Mr. Benjamin, what are you barking at? Mr. Benjamin. You got cold from your uncle once because he got cough. My stepdad used to give the girls. My stepdad used to work for a grocery chain out here, and so he would, get access to a lot of the Christmas goodies early on, and so he would buy the girls these little baggies of coal. It was chewing gum, but he would buy them these little bags of coal for Christmas and tell them that that's all they got because they were naughty. Would have had a couple weeks ago, but I had to help my daughter move. Oh, Patty, honey, don't worry about it. I didn't even know it was coming, so don't worry about it. Grandpa yelled. He held on to your presents for. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. For that long. Oh my goodness. Wow. All right. We're getting there. We're getting there. This isn't gonna take too long at all. We're almost done actually. Never saw Grandpa yell at any of my uncles other than that. Wow. Wow. I don't really think that I remember any of. Well, I shouldn't say that. I mean, obviously, Mama Joyce's father was my grandpa, so I do remember him. But I guess I do remember my grandfathers. I guess I do remember them both. I don't know why I thought I didn't. Or maybe I think I was thinking of great grandfathers because I only remember one, and he wasn't actually a blood great grandfather. He was like technically my step great grandfather. So. All right, so now those pieces are together. So we have to sew these two and these to them. We have to do two of these and two of these. Let's do that. You didn't make Grandpa mad. Yeah, no, I can understand that. Yeah. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I get that. They were old school. All right. So this one's just a little border. It's a 2-inch border, and by the time we put it on there, it'll only be 1.5. But it's just a little border. And then we've got a bunch of flying geese. We have a whole flying geese border that we're going to be putting together. So that's why I was kind of, you know, looking forward to the next month because I knew that this project was not going to take up our whole 2 hour section. So she would give you warnings. Yeah, yeah. I don't know. My grandma was the meaner one, I think. My grandma was a single mom, and she was, you know, she ruled with an iron fist. That was for sure. Of course, she was a lot nicer to me than she was to her own kids. But you know, you're always nicer to your grandkids than you are to your children, right? Is that like a rule or something? Okay, let's get these ironed up. Go. All right. Yeah, it's not coming through, so that's good. All right, so now these two are on. Now I gotta figure out which pieces go with which. So I think the smaller pieces go with the smaller pieces. So these go with these. A mom of 10. Oh my goodness. Your grandma was a mother of 10. Wow. Jeez. Big farm family, huh? My great grandma was one of 13. My great grandma only had two children. My mom and my aunt. My grandpa, my great grandpa, died when my grandma was young. My great-grandmother did end up remarrying, but not until much later in life. So, 7 years older and 7 years younger. Oh, wow. That's a big difference, yeah. That's a big difference. Age difference, yeah. Oh, ouch. This rain is, my back has just been killing me. Excuse me. All right, last piece, and then we can attach it up to our main attachment, main assembly, and then we can get started on the other stuff. Benjamin! And now you get to pick on poor Lucas. Well, Lucas has got some big brothers, so I think he's got a pretty thick skin. He's the youngest of like 4 or 5 brothers, so he's got a thick skin. He can handle it. He's got it. There we go. This one. Hi Susan, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. We are just working on month number 4 for our Twisted Dreams project. This one we're going to combine this up and do month 4, and we're going to start on month 5 because month 5 is going to take a considerable amount of time. It's pretty complicated. It's a lot of flying geese. Like, oh my god, I think there's like 80 flying geese or something crazy. So yeah, that one's going to take a hot minute. So, all right, so let me show you guys, remind you guys what the original, what our assembly looks like. This is another one of those, what do they call those? Medallion quilts, where you start in the middle and you build it your way out. I think that's what it's called. You'll have to forgive me if I forget. But this is where we're at right now. This is what it looks like right now. Pretty awesome so far. So we're going to be adding the sides and then the front and back. Or the top and bottom, sorry. So we have to add the sides first. So I have to figure out, I don't think it matters. I think we can just grab one. Let's see. So this is a short side. We have one seam, or yeah, 2 seams that need to be matched up. So we can go ahead and do that. Get those seams matched up. Judy, oh, thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you to say. It is coming along. I am really liking it. I do really like the pattern. I love the movement in it, and I keep saying that too. But I really like the movement in it. There's like this weird, like, it looks like it's spinning, which is why it's called Twisted Dreams, because it looks like it's being constantly twisted. Ooh, I have to take my meds. So I really like that part of it, and that's kind of why I signed up for it. The colors are not really like what I would normally pick for myself with regards to colors, but I really like the movement of it. As Patty says, she likes the colorway. I do like the colors. Please don't get me wrong. I do like the colors. It's just not what I would have normally picked for myself. So it's definitely out of my comfort zone, for sure. Go. Definitely out of my comfort zone. Okay, let's go ahead and get these sewn up. Sew them up on this side because lots of seams on that side. I think I mentioned it on Sunday, but I've been trying to challenge myself a little bit and only use my 1/4 inch presser foot that does not have the guide on it, because I'd like to be better about sewing a 1/4 inch seam. I'd like to be better at it. And so this is the best way that I know how to do that, to kind of force myself not to rely on the guide that's on the presser foot, and learn how to do it myself. The other thing is because if I'm looking at these other machines, those machines do not offer a guided presser foot. They do have the magnetic guides that you can put on them, which I probably will still end up getting, but they do not have the guided presser foot like my current machine here does. So I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit to be better. Uh-oh. What is happening? There we go. To be better at it. So K-facet fabrics. They do look like it, but they are not. They are not K-facet fabrics. They are not. They are Wilmington prints, I believe. Give me a minute, I can look for you. But I do not believe that they are K-facet. But they do look very similar to K-facet. Yeah. With the bright, bold patterns and colors and swirly designs and things like that. Yeah, for sure. And traditionally, those are not my cup of tea. I think they're just a little bit too busy for me. But I really like this mixture of solids and patterned fabrics. I think it's really accenting each other very nicely. So, sorry guys, give me just a second here. Oh. There we go. Linda Denton, since you asked, I will mention that I have a surprise in a couple of months, I think. What kind of a surprise, Lucas? What kind of a surprise? Is it something that I know about? Do I know about the surprise? All right, let's go ahead and iron this side up, and then we'll sew on the other side. Now you make me wonder. I have to wait. That's no fun. What's wrong? Benji has a cow. Where's the cow? I don't see no cow. Is that the Mr. Cow? Is that the moo cow? You got moo cow? Yeah, I was gonna do it one way, and now I changed my mind, and I'm gonna do it a different way. I was gonna press it one way, and it's not really pressing very well that way, so I'm gonna press it a different way. And I need to move this because I'm gonna end up hurting myself. She needs to put her laptop down. Well, the good news is that you can just set us right on the counter while you're trimming up your half square triangles, and you can still hang out with us, Susan. See, I helped you out there. Okay, so this is not working for me. There's so much bulk here. There we go. There we go. Better. Oh, hot. No, but it will be something I will mention to you by the end of May. Okay. All right. Well, I'm interested now myself. End of May. All right. Sounds like fun. Yes. You and me both. I'll be waiting to hear about it myself. I know nothing about it. I love it when there's surprises happening. Okay, so I got to make sure I do this right. So they got to be opposite. Oh, they are opposite. Okay. Okay, good. Good, good, good. All right, so let's go ahead and line up these seams here. And then line up this seam here. I don't normally pin, but since the pieces are kind of on the longer side, I want to make sure that I'm getting, because that's the only seams that we have to nest up, and I just want to make sure that they get nested up correctly. And then this piece here, just one pin here. Just one. Just one, that's all it really needs. Okay, let's go ahead and get this one sewn up now. We need a bigger table. I need a bigger table, and I need to be more organized about things, I think. I've been starting to think about organization here in this room. I've been trying to think about like bins and drawers and just kind of putting things in a place where they are not just kind of thrown everywhere. Possibly. Well, it sounds like whatever it is, it's going to be a lot of fun. Sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. Whatever it is. All right. Hi Gladys, good evening. Welcome back to the stream. It's so great to see you. Happy Tuesday evening to you, or as we like to refer to it as Twisted Tuesday. Some refer to it as Taco Tuesday. I like Twisted Tuesday. We are working on our Twisted Dreams project right now. We are working on month number 4. We're actually going to work on month number 4 and then again on month number 5. Katie, thank you so much for re-upping your membership. Welcome to the channel as well. Hearts in chat for Katie, folks, for celebrating 6 months of membership. Thank you guys so much for that. Hearts in chat for Katie. Oh my gosh. Hearts in chat for Katie. Lorraine, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. So great to see you also. Hope you're well. Judy is here as well. Good evening, Judy. Good evening. Welcome. So great to see all of you again. Chloe, good evening. I did not see you pop in either. Good evening. Katie is gifted memberships again. My goodness, Katie, thank you so much for that. Judy, congratulations on receiving that gifted membership from Katie. That's really exciting. Congratulations on that. Hearts and shout for Katie, folks, for gifting a membership. Thank you so much for that, Katie. I truly appreciate it. Truly, truly appreciate it. That means Judy will be able to participate in our members only live streams with Mama Joyce. We do them every other Monday. We just did one yesterday. So we'll have one again in another 2 weeks time period. So congratulations. Oh my gosh, Lucas has given one up too now. My goodness. Congratulations. Oh, Lucas has gifted a fat quarter. What the? Oh, a fat quarter membership. Chloe's received the fat quarter membership, so congratulations on that as well. You guys are so gracious. Hearts and chat for Lucas, folks. Hearts and chat for Lucas as well. Thank you guys so much for gifting the memberships. That's so much fun. And welcome to our new members. You get access to a couple of new emotes. You'll get access to our members only series. Can rewatch all of our previous videos. Hang out with Mama Joyce and I. Hearts in chat for Judy and Chloe, and for Katie and Lucas for gifting those. Thank you so much for that. And that's the Fat Quarter membership. So if you stay a member for 3 months, you will receive three free fat quarters from me every quarter. Susie wants to know, what time is it in Greenland? Good question. I don't know. So they're always over here on this left side. Katie, my goodness. Did you win the lottery? Thank you so much for the super chat as well. My God, you are being so great. You're just so generous. Thank you so much for that. I truly appreciate that. Such a sweetheart. Thank you. Really appreciate it. This piece is way longer than it needs to be, which makes me think that maybe I did something wrong. Maybe not. Maybe that's just how long. Maybe it's just supposed to be long. Let me check. Press the seams. The quilt should never hurt. 27.5 square after this round. Let me measure. Hearts and chat for Katie, folks, for the super chat. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Hearts and chat for Katie. 27. Oh, wait, hang on. What did I do? Oh, no, that's right. Yeah. 27.5, and I only get 26.5. The quilt should measure 27.5 square after this round, and it does not. It only measures 26.5. Okay, well, we're not going to worry about it. We're not going to worry about it. We're just going to sew it on. We're just not going to worry about it. Because, yeah, it's like 2 inches too short here. Look at what I did. Odd. Well, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm just going to follow the instructions and not worry about it. That's what I'm going to do. But thank you guys so much for that, for gifting those subscriptions. Or memberships, sorry, not subscriptions, memberships. That was very, very kind of you. There we go. Alright, let's get this one on now. Yeah, weird. What's an inch between friends? It's 2 inches, but yeah, I agree. Oh, thank you, Katie. Thank you very much for that. Yes, it is very pretty. I will say that. It is very, very pretty. It is a very pretty quilt. It was definitely not colors. These are not fabrics that I would have chosen to curate a quilt for myself, but I really liked the kit. I really liked the pattern, and so that's why I signed up for the kit. And I'm not disappointed in it at all. Not so far. But I do need to trim this piece. It's definitely not the right size. So. Weird. Very weird. But yeah. Thank you guys for that. That's so generous. So generous. It always throws me off. Like, I just get thrown off. Welcome to our new members, though. Got access to a couple new emotes. I really need to get my button gear and get more of those set up. I think I'm allowed quite a few of them, and I just haven't invested enough time and energy into really getting you guys more of them. I should. But if you keep your membership for 3 months, then you will receive 3 fat quarters from me if it's the fat quarter membership that you've received. And I just restocked all of my fat quarters, so I have a bunch of them. As a member of the channel, you got to see those when I was prepping those. Hi Mona, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. It's so great to see you. Happy Tuesday evening to you. I hope you're well. So many friends in chat today. Katie, good evening. Welcome back to the channel. So great to see you also. All right, last border piece here, and then we're going to start on our other pieces. And those are going to take us a while, so. Carrie Leonard, is it Carrie Leonard's birthday? What? Did I miss it? Carrie, happy birthday. I didn't know it was your birthday. I feel like I should have known that, and I'm sorry that I didn't know that. Or I didn't remember. I probably know it, and I just didn't remember, so I'm sorry about that. But happy birthday to you. I hope you had a fantastic day. Okay, there we go. Move this out of the way again. Wow. Oh, your birthday's on Wednesday. That I think I remember you saying that now. Now that you say that, yes, I think I remember you mentioning that. And I do apologize for not remembering it before. That's right, because Mama Joyce's birthday was this past weekend, the 25th. And you had mentioned, and Sherlock Cheryl's birthday was the 19th. And I think you had mentioned that your birthday was also coming up. Lots of April babies. Lots of April babies. Katie says, hey, I need to brag. Of course. What are you bragging about? I went to a quilt shop today and only bought 2 yards of fabric, and I'll use them at a current project. 2 yards? Wow. Yes, that is absolutely bragging rights right there. That is some self-control that I do not possess. That is what that is. That is some self-control that I do not possess. So congratulations to you on that. Wow, only 2 yards. That's amazing. Yes, you absolutely have a right to brag about that. Carrie says she'll be 60 this year. Wow, congratulations, Carrie. That's really exciting. That's a big milestone. One year closer to retirement. All right, let's get this one going. Gets this iron, but all of a sudden I got really warm. Holy smokes. Phew. Got really warm all of a sudden. It gets the iron. The iron really produces some heat in here. But that is really cool, Katie. Congratulations on that. That's definitely something to be proud of for sure. Let's go Go ahead and trim these off real quick. Beautiful royal purple. Ooh, girl, you know you're talking my language. Purple is my jam. You know that. Ooh. Or is that for your curtains or is that for something else? That's stupid iron. It's off again. I know it's a safety feature, blah blah blah, but I wish there was a way to turn that off. Or just like be able to set it so you can extend it out, you know, like instead of it being 60 seconds, can I turn it into 10 minutes or something? Count whatever wins you can. There you go. Yeah, especially. Yep. I get that. I understand that wholeheartedly. All right, let me iron up this side and I'll show you guys what it looks like with this new border piece on. And then I'm going to go ahead and pull out our fabrics for our month 5 and we're going to get started on that. That one is a lot of sewing, so a lot of chain piecing. So we're going to get started on that. We'll probably be doing that for the rest of the time period we're here. And in case you missed it and you're wondering why I'm using this weird corded iron, that is because my purple Panasonic has bit the dust on me. I was really upset about it on Sunday. After our live stream on Sunday, I stayed in here to do a little bit of fabric cutting and trying to figure out what was. And then I ended up getting sick and it was a whole thing. But, yeah. So there you go. What it looks like right now. Looks pretty good. You can kind of see the spinning motion a little bit coming through. Liking it so far. Now we're going to go ahead and put this away because we won't need it for a little while. Moving is hard work. Yes, it is, Patty. Yes, it is very hard work. Yes, very, very hard work. All right. Tired and sore. Had to help my daughter move to your state this weekend. Oh wow! So she moved out of state. Wow, wow. All right. So the next block that we're going to be doing are these flying geese pieces here. That's what we're going to be working on. So we're going to go ahead and get started on the flying geese. So I've got all the fabric cut up and I separated it so that I wouldn't get myself confused. But there are a lot of pieces to cut up. Or a lot of pieces to sew up, I should say. So that's all of these. All right. Let's go ahead and put these into my scrap bin. These are 2" by 2" pieces, which is bigger than my 1" by 1", so I will throw them into the scrap bag. If you guys are long-term members of the channel and you're at least a fat quarter or an expert, then you are eligible, after 3 months, you are eligible for my scrap busting boxes. I mail those out once or twice a year, depending on how many scraps I end up with. I'm only going to do one this year. We'll have to wait and see. But I mail them out once a year, and it's basically all of the scraps that we have used throughout the year for various projects. Mama Joyce is also saving all of her scraps as well to participate in it, in the project also. So it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, so here's the triangle. And then here's a triangle. And I don't understand how this is supposed to work because it's way smaller than that triangle piece. So I don't understand how this is supposed to work because these are not supposed to be this big, I don't think. Let's read. Let's read the instructions, shall we? Fabric 13, 4 7/8. Were these too big? Was that the problem? Did I cut them too big? 4 7/8. Let's see. Here's my ruler. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 7/8. Okay. Cut on the diagonal. Yep, did that. And then 64 3-inch squares. What these are, right? Gosh, tell me they were 3-inch. Yep, 3-inch squares, also cut on the diagonal. Okay. Now I don't understand how these are all supposed to go together. So I cut these on the diagonal. I cut these on the diagonal. Now it says, with right sides together, which doesn't really matter, place fabric 12, okay, on top of fabric 13, okay, with the left side and bottom. So, what am I supposed to go? No, this way. This way. Like this. But see, it's not, they're way too big. So if I do that one and then I do this one, they're not going to meet up like anywhere as close to it. So I don't understand what I'm doing wrong here. I think that the cutting instructions were wrong, honestly. I feel like the cutting instructions were incorrect because 4 7/8 recut diagonally twice. Oh, twice! I missed that part of the instruction. That explains everything. Now it makes more sense. Supposed to cut it twice. I only cut it once. That makes sense now. Alright, so now I gotta try and figure out how to do this to cut it twice. Okay. It pays if you read the instructions. It really does pay to read the instructions all the way through. So let me get my spinning thing out. Okay, now this is gonna make more sense. And now I should have done this ahead of time, but now it makes more sense. It said cut it twice. Not once, but twice. I only cut it once, so that explains everything now. So let's go ahead and put these back together. Like that. And then grab a ruler. Go, ruler. And line them up corner to corner. Okay, and now when I line these up, now they hang over the edge. Okay, that was the problem. It was like my brain was not registering. Okay, it helps if you read all of the instructions. Just, so you guys are aware. It helps if you read all of the instructions. So we're gonna, yeah. All right, there we go. Yeah, a simple fix, right? Amen. Yeah, like, and for whatever, like, I stared at this, but of course, I think it was just because I was starting to not feel so well. But I stared at this for a good while over the weekend, and I just could not. My brain just it wouldn't do it. It would not compute. Um, but it does help if you read the instructions a little bit more carefully. So let's go ahead and trim these up real quick. Oh, no, don't want to drop it. Trim up really, really fast. And then we can start to chain piece these together. Oh, yeah, yeah. Am I missing anything in chat here? I don't think I am. Get them all cut up together. I told you there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. I don't have to cut the other ones twice, do I? No. No, those only get cut once. Okay. Just, once you screw something up once, you're like, you gotta question everything. Did I do anything else wrong? Iron is cooling off, but that's okay because we won't need it for a little while. Terry says, hey, just got home. Well, hi, Terry. Good evening. I hope you were somewhere fun. I hope you went somewhere fun. There we go. We are working on our Twisted Dream project. We just did one border piece all the way around. That was for month number 4. And now we are going to start working on month number 5 because I went ahead and cut up the fabric for it. I actually have month number 6. We're about a month behind right now. Well, I guess technically 2 months behind now. I just got the fabric today for month number 6. But month number 5 is pretty complex. It's a lot of flying geese. Lots of flying geese. So we're going to start with that because we do have to sew them all up and then trim them all down, and it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. So out all day with the girls. Oh, that sounds like so much fun. I hope you had a great time. All right, so let's go ahead and start these one at a time. Okay. Figure out what the hell I'm doing here. Hang on. No. No. This way. Takes me a minute to figure out what direction I'm supposed to go. But yeah, we have a lot of these to do. We're going to be here a while. Have a good night, Lucas. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you. Tell my daughter I said hi. Oh my god, I love the block. I just sewed the pattern and knitted fabrics are from Crazy Quilter Shop in Washington. Ooh, we'll have to see them. Make sure you post a picture of those. I'm so glad that you like it. We're gonna be here a while, especially since I keep having to figure out which direction the damn blocks go. Go this way. Just gonna flip these around like that so that I can actually do what the heck I'm doing here. We've got a lot of these. I think I read something about like 80 of these things, so there's a lot. There are a lot of them. Flying geese blocks. They're gonna take a while, so we're gonna be here for a while. Well, not here for a while, but that's why I wanted to get started on these because I knew we weren't gonna finish them in the 2 hour time frame that we normally allot for this project. So we're probably gonna pull them out for Whip Wednesday as well. Probably work on them then also. And then we'll see kind of where we're at from there because these are going to take us a while. Because you got to sew one side, iron it, sew the other side, iron it again, then you got to trim them all. So this one's going to take a while. I just want to double check and make sure that I am supposed to be sewing up all of these. Let's see. Yes, because I do have to make some half square triangle blocks too, but those will come later. Yeah, Susan, if you can, post a picture of that in our Facebook group so we can take a look at it, or on our community page on YouTube. I don't know if you guys know this, but we do have a community page on YouTube itself. So even if you're not a member of Facebook or Instagram, you can still share pictures with us of your projects as long as you're a subscriber of the channel. You can still post pictures on our community page. Over on our actual page, our channel page. I did open up the community, so then that way we have a way for you guys to share your projects with me, because I love seeing them. Good night, Mona. Have a good evening. Thanks so much for hanging out with us for a little while. We appreciate you being here. Lots of triangles tonight, so I'm watching chat on my phone so that I don't miss anything. I do apologize for not looking at you guys a lot. I am watching the machine here. Just chain piecing them. Is anybody else participating in their local shop hop? I know ours here in Illinois isn't until like July or August. Um, it's not for a little while yet. I've mentioned it a couple times now, but Mama Joyce and I are going to be attending the Fiber and Fabric Show in here at Rosemont Convention Center um, this Friday. We're really excited about it. At least I'm really excited about it. Well, actually, they are too. We're going with my aunt as well. I've mentioned her a few times. She has recently gotten back into quilting as well. Um, it's more of a winter hobby for her than a summer hobby because in the summertime she actually she trains her dogs. She has two Shelties that she trains and she shows them agility training and showing. So she does that in the summer, in the warmer months. So he says no shop hop here. The New England one is too spread out for me. Oh, that makes sense. Makes sense. Just keep going. I might switch over to some ironing in a little bit just to kind of give myself a little bit of a brain break. The directions are specific with regards to pressing instructions, so we are going to follow them. Typically, I would press flying geese with an open seam, but they are specific in their instructions. So, Katie says 2 shop hops. Wow, I've only done one of them. Okay, gotcha. Illinois does have a shop hop. I've never done the hop before. I've only purchased the magazine once before. Because I didn't even know it was a thing. Like I knew nothing about it, and so I purchased the magazine because I wanted to know what it was about. They actually have some curated fabrics that they work through with as well. So that's kind of neat. I'm not sure if that happens with every shop hop or not, but the Illinois one, they actually have a fabric line that they curate, which is kind of neat. Just sewing these blocks along. Terry says no shops by her, no shop hops by her as far as she knows. Is there like somebody tell me? Is there like a master website where you can find all of them, or do you have to like? Is it like one of those things where you have to be in the know? Because I know the Illinois one has their own website, but I'm just curious if like there's a master one somewhere or. I'm going to take these off the machine for right now, just to kind of give us a little bit of a break. Give us a little something different to do for a minute. Looks like a flag, you know those hanging flags? That's what it looks like. So you thought somebody said once that there was a website? Okay. I mean, I'm just curious. I mean, I could probably Google it and find out, but I just haven't yet. I know that the Illinois one has their own website. I don't know if they have like websites for all of them or we have everything here but not that. All right. Let me see what we're doing here. So we said press them toward the 12, which is the light color fabric. So that's what I thought. So this way. Go out. Okay. That's kind of what I was figuring. Okay. I gotcha. Okay. And then the other one goes the other way. Okay, gotcha. Susan says I tried posting on the community page but didn't see it show up, so posted it on the group Facebook page. Oh, well, great. I appreciate you doing that, Katie. Or, I'm sorry, Susan. Sorry. I appreciate you doing that. Let's go ahead and do some ironing, shall we? Let's do a little bit of ironing, kind of, switch things up a bit, and then we'll come back and do some more sewing. Because there's a, you got to make a lot of flying geese. Like, I don't even know how many we're gonna make here. Let's see. 64. We have to make 64 flying geese. So as my brain does not go completely batty with doing the same thing over and over and over again, we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do some ironing here for a few minutes, and then we'll go back to the sewing. Just to kind of give my brain a break. These are all being sewn in one direction. They're being sewn ironed in one direction, so they shouldn't take long to iron up. Should not take long at all. Oops. Comes up here. Go. We'll just take a break for a minute and do something different. It's what I try to do whenever I start to feel like I'm getting, redundant or a little bored with what I'm doing. I take a break and do something different. Maybe it's some pressing, maybe it's some cutting, maybe it's sewing up something different. Who knows? It's not pressing up the way I wanted it to. Okay. Everything's getting tangled. The stupid cord. Terry says I'm multitasking. That's alright. Nothing wrong with that. You multitask away. You multitask away. There we go. That's better. That's better. Excuse me. Oh, can you guys hear? Addison is out cold. She's laying on her side over here with her legs up in the air because that's how she likes to sleep. And she's she's really quietly snoring. You guys probably can't hear her, but she's very quietly snoring. Very quiet. This one over. All of these over. There we go. I always find that if I put the fabric in the correct direction on the table as I'm going to grab it, that I tend to grab it and sew it in the correct direction. Not always. I still make mistakes, but I'm less likely to do that. Sounds like Tay's getting ready to go to bed. She just closed her door. So yeah, when you guys come back on Sunday, you'll be able to see Mr. Benjamin's new haircut. I'm fairly certain he will end up being shaved because his hair is pretty matted right now, and he really needed the haircut like when we first got him, but we had other priorities first. We had to get him, neutered and things like that, and we had to get him tested for everything before we could get him into a groomer and things like that. So, um, it just took us a little bit longer to get him into the groomer than we would have liked, but once we get him in this first time and he gets through this first one, then we'll be able to get him on more of a regular schedule, and then maybe we can get his hair to be a little bit longer. Of course, now with summer coming, we always get all of the dogs, all of their hair gets cut really short for the summer because otherwise they just get too hot. So. So it will probably be a little bit while before Mr. Benjamin has the long hair again, which is kind of sad because we really like it. Well, we went through the same thing with Addison. Her hair was the same way. It was cute. It was beautiful. It was flowy. It was long, but their undercoat really makes them, and especially with as much as they like to play, it just mats up so quickly. Um, that we learned our lesson with Addison, and we are gonna have to keep Benji's hair short, at least for a little while. I'm gonna press these. I have to be honest and say I don't think I remember doing flying geese with triangle pieces like this, except for when we were doing cotton cut stuff, but then they were already trimmed up for us. That was probably the last time I did flying geese with triangles. Typically, I do them with squares. It's been a minute, so I had to kind of like remind myself like how to do it. Especially once we figured out that we had to cut the pieces again. Pays to read all of the instructions. Really pays to read them all. Really does pay to read all of the instructions. Well, we're about halfway. We got about half of them done. I mean, I didn't actually count. Oh, Susan, thank you so much for putting in the chat and how to find the shop hop information. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I will definitely take a look at that. I like to share that kind of stuff because I really like the shop hop because it really is a great way for local shops to get kind of on people's radar, because otherwise they don't really have really big budgets typically, so they don't have a lot of advertising expenses and things like that. It's really more word of mouth. So I think the shop hop is a great way for you to kind of see and learn about the different shops in the area, your different local stores and things like that. So I try to support them and encourage other people to support them as much as I can. I think it's a great way to support local. Especially now that Joann's is closed and Michael's is really your only option. I honestly have not been in on Michael's since Joann's closed to see what their fabric selection is like. I have not been in there. I understand that they have redesigned quite a few of them to accommodate the fabric selections, but I have not been in one to see it. I've been going to my local quilt store to get my fabric. So, my local quilt store or online. I do buy a lot online. Probably way more than I should. Mines are kicking in. Patty says, have a good night. No problem, Patty. You have a great night, too. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, and thank you again for whatever it is that you're planning to send to me. I'm not sure what it is, but I'm sure I will love it. We've got a little bit more time here tonight. So these are our last two for this side. So we're going to go ahead and get these ironed up here. Hi, baby. Hi. Hi, pretty girl. You're such a good girl. You're such a good girl. Such a good girl you are. All right, so let's go ahead and start sewing up some more. So these are all halfway done. We still are going to have to do the other half, so it's going to take us quite a while to get these done for sure. But let's go ahead and start on the next round. The next round of them. I'm going to go this way. This. One of these. Cupcakes. Ooh, yep, my goodness, you're baking all kinds of stuff. My goodness. Cupcakes now. My goodness. My goodness. Alright, so we're just going to keep sewing these up here. We got about 15 more minutes of our stream tonight. We'll just kind of hang out for another 15 minutes and sew up these flying geese. I don't know if you guys can hear on the camera or not, but she's breathing heavy, that's for sure. Oh, poor Addison. I'm starting to think she might have a deviated septum because she is always snoring. Always. We've joked since she was a puppy, and now Benji is doing the same thing, but we joked when she was a puppy that we don't think she has any bones because of the way she sleeps. Like, she's just kind of all over the place. Like, it's just the craziest thing. We actually took a picture of her when she was younger, when she was a little bit more of a puppy. She was sleeping in a recliner in our living room, and her head had fallen off the edge of the recliner. She was just out cold. Like, paws are up in the air, head's down. Like, that can't possibly be comfortable. But yeah, she's just out cold. She's just so funny. Susie says I'll lie and tell you I do this every day. I hate baking, so I have full respect for you for baking at all. So I cannot stand baking. I am not a baker. I loathe baking with a passion. That's Addie. That's Addie sleeping there. Yeah, she's out cold. She really likes that bed. That is the bed that Benji came with. His previous owner gave us everything she had for him, including the dog bed, and so it's a bigger sized bed because it's not a little dog bed. And yeah, Addie actually really likes it. We'd leave it in the living room, but the cat, we've discussed this before. The cat likes to pee on soft surfaces. And that one looks like it would be. This one is like one of those like mattress ones, you know. It's not like one of your cheap, your cheap ones. That one's like got a thick foam mattress and stuff, and so it's pretty pretty comfy. And so that one doesn't look like it would be really easy to wash. The ones we buy, you can just throw them in the washing machine. You know that one does not appear to be one that you can do that with. So. But yeah, that's Addie. And then Ivy's here too. I just heard her moving. Yeah, she's right here under the table. Susie says I hate cooking, but if there's cake at the end, I can do that. I can see that. I can see that. Yeah, I'm not. No, I don't. I like cooking. I do like just regular old like entree, fancy dinner cooking. But I do not like packet mix. So that doesn't matter. Packet mix or from scratch doesn't matter. You're still baking. It's still more than I'm doing. Nyla came with all of her belongings. Yeah, a pink dog stroller. Oh wow. Wrigley would probably enjoy a dog stroller. She would probably enjoy it. Julio. I'm pretty sure the camera picked that one up. Jeez. You never walked your dog in a stroller. I did not either. I have not either. Mama Joyce actually had a dog, a Charlie. Charlie would go about a block and then he would just stop and he didn't want to go anymore. And so she used to joke that she would take him. She wouldn't take him for a walk. She'd take him for a carry because she always ended up carrying him. She's like, no, I didn't take him for a walk. I took him for a carry. So he would probably have benefited. And at that time, strollers really weren't for dogs weren't really a thing. But yeah, he probably would have benefited from a stroller. He probably would have liked that. Oh, your oven can't seem to stay at the right temperature. Yeah, I can imagine that would be frustrating. Especially for baking, because you really have to have it at a consistent temperature. You know, you inherited three dog strollers and you didn't use any of them. Wow. Wow. I've never owned one, never used one. I may someday, who knows? But your niece is a whiz at baking. One of my best friends, she actually at one point in time was trying to raise money to open her own cupcake bakery because she loves baking and she's really good at it too. And unfortunately, she never did get it off the ground. But she bakes all of our stuff for us. Like anytime we need anything, I just call her and I'm like, "Hey, I need this or I need that." And I always offer to pay her, and she'll never take my money. So I usually try and give it to her in other ways. I've even mailed it to her before. Just so that she would take it from me. But yeah, she's really good. The girls are always they're always like, oh, I love Auntie Sarah's cupcakes. She's been baking for them since they were little. I think Lucas went to bed, Raven. Sorry. I think he took off and went to bed. You'll have to catch him on Sunday. You'll have to catch him on Sunday. Oh wow, that's a different level B. My girlfriend Sarah, she was like that too. She would do the weddings and things like that. I mean, she didn't do it, She was trying to get a bakery off the ground. She never did, but she will do it for her friends and family. I'm still blaming him. That's okay. He's not here to defend himself, so that's fine. We got a few minutes left, so I'm gonna just keep sewing up these flying geese. See how many of these I can get sewn up. We're almost at the end. Maybe we'll get all of the one side sewn up before we end for the night. They're going together pretty easily, actually. I was worried with the corners that they were gonna eat, but I'm doing pretty good actually. As long as I keep the needle down, seems to work pretty good. There we go. We're just about done. I think we'll go ahead and finish these up. We've got a few of them left. I swear she's getting louder. I don't know if you guys can hear her on the camera or not, but she's getting louder. Okay, Mr. Wizard, thank you. Couple more. Did you already go to the place about the new machine, or is that on Friday? That's on Friday, Terry. That's on Friday. On Friday, we're going to the Fiber and Fabric Show at the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois. We are going there, and so I'm going to be checking out the new sewing machines there, and maybe buying one. We'll have to wait and see. It just depends on kind of what they're offering, which machine I like, if I like any of them, that kind of thing. So we'll have to wait and see. I'm also probably going to be looking at irons while I'm there, since mine has bit the dust on me. I do have a replacement coming, but depending on what they're offering for them at the show, I might pick up one there too. We'll see. I'm not planning on buying any fabric there, but I might buy some notions or something. We'll see. But I'm not planning on purchasing any fabric there. Any pre-cuts or anything like that. At least that's the plan anyway. We'll see. But yeah, the show is on Friday, so who knows? Maybe Sunday when you see me, I'll have no machine. Probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. Last one. There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and clip these. So those are going to be for the other side when we get to that. Let's go ahead and clip these open or separate these. Hi, Mr. Benjamin. I know all the doggies are in here. Oh, look, Ivy's in the bed too. I didn't even see Ivy lay down. Ivy's in the bed too. Reggie, leave her alone. She's reaping. See, she's even pushing you away like, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. And this is reaching her paw going, leave me alone. I'm sleeping. There's another blanket over there. I'm hoping he lays down on the blanket. Got all the dogs in here. Mr. Wizard got in the shower. So I got all the doggies in here with me. Benjamin, leave her alone. She's sleeping. Oh, Wrigley's in here too. My goodness, I got them all here. I didn't realize Wrigley was in here. She must have been sitting on the blanket over there. Cute little pumpkins. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even know Wrigley was in here. Okay, fine. All right, fine. Before we go, we can do that one more time. So yeah, so there we go. We've got half of our flying geese done. We've got half of it done. We still need to sew up the other side. So we're gonna work on that for our Whip Wednesday project, which I've printed it up over here. So Sunday we'll be back for cross stitching again. Yay. I'm really excited about that. And then we have Whip Wednesday the 20th, so in a couple weeks. So we'll bring this project out in a couple of weeks to work on that again. Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So this coming week is cross stitch, and then Spools of the Year is on Cinco de Mayo on May 5th. And then I actually need to get that one cut up. I haven't even cut that one yet. Rats, I haven't even cut that one up yet. I might have to do something there. And then Framed Pinwheels is the 10th. Our next members only live will be on the 11th. And then so yes, we've got pretty busy schedule. I try to do one live stream during the week, a different day of the week, depending on my schedule and what I've got going on. But yeah, I try to do something different. Katie, that's awesome! You finally made it over 80,000 thimbles. That's awesome. Congratulations on that. There were actually more thimble redemptions than I thought there were, but there weren't a lot of them. So I am gonna push it off to May, and we'll do another big mailing in May. So if you redeemed your thimbles in March or April, you should be expecting another a shipment in May. Unless of course you really need it for some reason, let me know, and I'm happy to send it to you. But otherwise, I will send them all out in May, and then hopefully I'll have like a nice bigger section of them to do. But let's give our puppies one more treat before bed, and then we will say goodnight. Let's give our puppies one more treat before bed. Wrigley first, since you're blocking the camera. Ivy, Edison, Benji, you gotta move. Let Addie through. Good girl. Benjamin, you take it nice. Take it nice, Benji. Good boy. Good boy. Okay, Wrigley, one more. Everybody gets 2. Addison. Okay, Benji, take it nice. Take it nice. Good boy. Good boy. All right, friends. Well, there you go. Thank you guys so much. Look at Wrigley. I know she's just like she's blocking the whole camera. But anyway, friends, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really appreciate it. We've got a lot done. A lot. I mean, this is about what I was expecting to get done. I'm glad that we started on it. I'm glad that we got some of it done because otherwise it's going to take us a whole long time to do it. But either way, like I did say, I did tell you that this pattern is available for sale. If you are interested in it, you can go to lakeviewquilting.com and you can check it out there. It is pretty expensive though. It was like 30 bucks if I remember, which is really expensive for a pattern. But anyway, friends, thanks again so much. I hope you have a great evening, great rest of your week. And I will see you guys back here again on Sunday. Sorry. I will see you guys back here again on Sunday for our cross stitch project. So make sure you bring your own with, and we can work on them together. Um, Sorry, dogs distracted me. You guys have a great night, and I will see you again really soon. Bye for now, friends.